Hi everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at a little older deck. Not that old, it's less than a year old. It's about 10 months old. It's called the Sacred Web Tarot, and it was released according to Amazon last fall, last November 8th to be exact, 2022. I am recording this mid-September 2023. So a little under a year. And it's by Jannine Boy Brown, or Bowie Brown, or Boy Brown, B-U-I Brown, and James W. Brown. So they're a mother and son duel. And how it was created was the son, I think, was healing from some kind of brain trauma tumor, and while healing in the hospital recovering, he started drawing, and that's the story of how this deck came about. Very short synopsis there from a quick from my quick glance of the guidebook, but we can take a look at it more in depth. But I thought that was interesting, and if you guys end up being interested in this deck, it is currently 84%. Yes, 84% off. So it's only currently $6.45 on Amazon in the United States. I'm not sure about other countries. The list price was originally $39.99. So it was an excellent deal. Very interesting. It comes in a rectangular hard case 2-part box. There's the thumb hole cutout, spider web there. A few pictures of the cards. So it's sort of like the Unknown Wild series. It reminds me of that deck, or those decks. Publishers Harper One, an imprint of HarperCollins Publishers. All right, so let's open it up. Just black inner lining with the 4 symbols of the suits. All right, so they changed it up a little bit, and it's very nicely packaged. Presentation comes with a black ribbon. You get this nice, thick, hefty, heavy guidebook, which we'll take a look at more in depth at the end. And then the cards are underneath. As above, so below. Let us meet in the sacred center. This is cardboard, but it's pretty sturdy. It's fixed, so your card stays in place. It doesn't move around. Once again, very sturdy, hard case box to keep your cards protected. And it does combine with this black paper binding. Here are the backs. And they are reversible, not gilded, and it's papery, very thin, you guys, on the thinner side. I would not have paid $39.99 list price for this, but for $6.45, actually I got it for $6.36. It went up a few cents. It's not bad. And then comparing it to a plaid back tarot, so it's the same size as traditional tarot card size, and it is matte papery versus plasticky. So let's zoom in. Now this deck is probably not going to be for everyone. I don't usually buy these type, but for some reason I'm drawn to them. Same thing with the Wild Unknown series. I buy them. They're very nice package and presented. And to add to my collection, I always have the intention I'm going to read the guidebook, use it, but for some reason, I find I don't read it as much, but maybe with this deck, it'll be different. I am intrigued. It is fascinating, but it's different. It's one of those that you have to kind of look and think, because it does not follow the traditional Rider-Waite system, as you already can see. And this is called, I think the first card, they renamed it instead of the full. I think it's the Leap, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up in the guidebook. Yeah, it's called, I'm going to keep the guidebook open so I can, yeah, it's called the Leap. So some of the cards have been renamed. So the Fool have been renamed to the Leap. So we have a little bunny rabbit or a little hare jumping up in the air, so taking that big leap of faith. Next, I think this they kept it as the Magician, but let me see. Yeah, the Magician is still named the Magician. And there's all the tools of the Magician. And then the High Priestess, they did renamed it to the Oracle. All right, very pretty. Peacock. And then the Empress has been renamed to Grace. So they actually call this Grace, as in Grace. Grace. All right. And then the Emperor has been renamed to Majesty. And the Hierophant has been renamed to the Teacher. And the Lovers is still the Lovers. And the Chariot is still the Chariot. And Strength is still Strength. And the Hermit has been renamed to Insight. And the Wheel is still the Wheel. And Justice is still Justice. And the Hangman is now been renamed to Reflection, which makes sense. And the Death card, card number 13, traditionally is the Death card, but it's called Release. And this is the first card that he started out with when he was in the hospital. This was the first card he created. And then Temperance is balance. And the Devil has been renamed to the Bind. B-I-N-D, the Bind. All right. And 17 is traditionally the Star, has been renamed to the Burn. That's interesting. And wait, hold on. 15, 16 is traditionally, this is the Star right here. What is 16? Is it Temperance? And then the Star, and then the Moon is still the Moon. I like this Moon card with the crab. No wolves though. And then the Sun. It's pretty nice. You see the Sun there. And then Judgment is Awakening, baby hummingbird. And then traditionally the World is renamed to the Universe. And then this is an extra card. So in this deck there's a total of 79 cards, and this is the 79th card, and this card is called the Sacred Cosmic Self. Very nice. I like it. And then we move on to the Minor Arcana. And this is the suit of, traditionally it's Pentacles. It's the suit of Earth is what they call it. And then I'm going to move a little faster. So this is Ace of Pentacle or Ace of Earth. This is 2, 3, very, very simple. We have ants. 4, 5, 6. It's very simple and different, but there's something about it that's very intriguing, that I find very fascinating and interesting. So I'm going to try to read with it. So we'll see how often I will use it. So this is 10 of Pentacles. Oh, and all the court cards has been renamed. So the page has been renamed to student of that suit. So we're in the earth suit, so student of earth. And then the knights have been renamed to scout. So this is scout of earth. The queen has been renamed to source. So source of earth. And then the kings have been renamed to seer. And this is seer of earth. And then moving on, I believe the next suit is this air. Let's see. The suit of water. So, petal lotus. Like the 1,000-petal lotus. I guess this is the lotus. You open to the pure potential that blossoms within. So the focus is on the lotus more than the bird. Okay, so this is the suit of cups. So this would be traditionally Ace of Cups. And then 2 of Cups. So here are the cups. They just don't... Oh, I guess this is a cup right here. So Ace of Cups. 2 of Cups. This is different. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. I would say that this is not a beginner friendly deck because it's very different. 6 of Cups. This is readable, showing affection, connection here. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Traditionally, 8 of Cups is walking away. So this is different. 9 of Cups traditionally is a wish fulfillment card or overindulgence card. We have a hippopotamus, it looks like. 10 of Cups is usually a happy family with a rainbow. I guess this sort of can remind you of the arch of the rainbow. It looks like a whale, humpback whale. All right. And then we have student of water, scout of water. Oh, this is a hand, water running down. Source of water and seer of water. So next is the suit of wands. This is pretty clear as a wand. We have Ace of Wands with a tiger here. 2 of Wands. Armadillo, I'm assuming. I think so. That's what I think it is. 3 of Wands. 4 of Wands with a bee. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. We have a koala bear. 8 of Wands. Usually it's fast movement, right? So maybe they're coming down fast. 9 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Traditionally, 10 of Wands is heavy burden, so this is very different. Student of Wands or fire. Scout of fire. Source of fire. Pretty fire. And seer of fire. So that's like an eye. Final suit is air. Traditionally swords. And this deck is shown with as feathers. This for the symbol of air, Ace of Air. 2 of airs, or traditionally 2 of swords. Very different. It looks like a flamingo. And not blindfolded. So 3 of air. Traditionally it's a heartbreak, right? A heart. So this is a polar bear. I guess he's alone, hibernating. Cold, winter, cold, ice. 4 of air traditionally is resting. 5 of air, 6 of air. I think if you read the guidebook, it explains it. And then once you familiarize yourself with the definition of the guidebook, you can probably read better. It's not one of those decks you can just pick up and read intuitively, in my opinion. Of course, there's always exception. You may resonate with it and pick it up and start doing readings. I don't think it's true for the average person, though, especially if you're a beginner to tarot. 7 of air, 8 of air, so 8 of swords. Traditionally someone trapped mentally, but this is different. 9 of swords, or 9 of air. Usually it's nightmare, stress, anxiety. And then the court cards, well, not yet. 10 of air, so 10 of swords. And then student of air. This is very pretty. I wouldn't know how to read that, though. Scout of air, source of air, and seer of air. Here are the backs one more time. Pretty simple. And let's take a look at the guidebook really quick. We'll zoom out a little bit. A little harder cover. Rhoda, Tarot, Orat, Torah, at Tarot. I guess all the different ways you can spell Tarot. The Sacred Wheel of Tarot speaks the law of love. Then we have the table of contents. The Sacred Web origin story. So yeah, this is where I glanced. It explained, after suffering a serious traumatic brain injury, my son James drew what we have named Release, the 13th card in the Major Arcana, traditionally called Death. All right, so that's her story, or his story, how this deck was born. Introduction to the Sacred Web Tarot. They explain that to you. Understanding the deck, taking care of your deck, creating a sacred space, cleansing and recharging your deck, protecting your deck, reading tarot with your deck. So lots of little tips here. They give you several card spreads, the 5 elements of the Sacred Web. And then your elements here, your earth, and the symbol, water, fire, and air. Lots of information and ether. And then it goes into the Sacred Web Major Arcana. And then you get a large, full-size black and white picture of the card, and then the title, and then a paragraph. And what I do like is they do include a lot. So you get the keyword possibility. So you get a keyword. And if you want, you can probably write, if you don't mind writing on your cards, which I have put write like in silver. I have a silver marker, and so that it'll stand out the keyword to help you. But they have a keyword, air and ether, and they have the direction, the east, within and without, above and below. They have the planet, Uranus, and then they have the stone, clear quartz, and then what kind of yoga pose, rabbit pose, and relaxation pose, and then the chakras, heart, throat, brow, and crown chakra, yam, ham, and om, ribbit, and bridge. I guess that's the sound, the tone. And then you get a affirmation. With an open heart, I leap into the expanse of infinite possibility. Very nice. Very nice. The guidebook's really nice, you guys. Same thing here. So the Magician, and then the keyword for Magician is manifestation. I might do that for this deck. Write the keyword underneath here in my silver marker. And the element is air, direction is east, planet is Mercury, stone is labradorite, warrior pose, heart chakra is the heart, spider web, sigils, and infinity sign. So those are the symbols. And then the affirmation is, I have everything I need to manifest a world full of wonder. Man, if I had enough space, I would write that affirmation, but it's so long. I can probably only have room for the keywords. So the oracle is traditionally the high priestess. The key word is reverence. And the affirmation is, in reverence, I recognize that I am always in the presence of the sacred. I really like the affirmation. Let's see, grace, traditionally empress. Word is gratitude. And the affirmation phrase is, grace is revealed when I choose gratitude to be my guide. I love it, you guys. One more, majesty. I can't stop. The key word is power, of fire, and then the fire is the element. And the affirmation is, sacred power and majesty come to me when I stand strong in my truth. When I stand strong in my truth. Very nice. Let's see what the lovers is. Compassion is the key word for the lovers card. And the affirmation is, when I cultivate compassion for myself, I am more capable of having compassion for all beings. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, you guys. For $6 and change, it's well worth it, unless you totally, don't resonate with it. But it's a good buy. I'm glad I got it. I think I'm going to write the keywords, and then I'm going to attempt to read with it. But it's very unique. Very, very different. So, and of course, I think if you love the Wild Unknown deck, this may be right down your alley. So, but for those who don't like that, it may not be for you. But in either case, I hope you enjoy the walkthrough. And if you are interested, as usual, I will put the link in the description underneath the video. Oh, now it's try to fit everything in. I wasn't going to put the box in, but I'm like, why not just include it? All right. So thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys again on the next video. Bye.